What it do, everybody? It's your boy, Johnny B. We on JBTV. Real quick, man, I want y'all to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more great content. Appreciate y'all. JBTV. Let's get it. Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your boy, Johnny B. We on JBTV. I got a very special guest in the building, man. Real hooper at heart, man. And I got a professional in the building, professional soccer player, currently for the Milwaukee Wave, man. Y'all tap in. Shout out to my boy, man. Tony Walls in the building, man. What's good with you, bro?
What's good, Johnny, man? Hey, tell them how we go way back to NCSL.
Facts, bro. Hey, we go
on the Bucks.
On the Bucks. Facts. Hey, I was gonna ask you if you knew that too, man.
With Coach Terry, right?
Coach Terry. You hitting it all on the head. So you got a great memory, bro. No bullshit.
Bro, yeah, I always try to, think back, and I told you, bro, NCSL was like some of my core childhood memories, bro. Every Saturday.
Yeah,
just lacing up, bro.
Yeah, that was my first experience of basketball overall. Yeah. And too, look, that's why I'm glad that you brought it up. I want to give you your flowers. You was like one of the first real hoopers I ever met, for real. Like at a young age, real talented, for real. You and shout out Jig, man, Jarrell Harris, man. At an early age, y'all had that down pat, man.
Jig was cold, bro. I remember he was trying to be like Ivo. Like Ivo, bro. Yeah, he was cold, but like I said, man, that was some of my childhood memories, and like, bro, all we did was hoop. It wasn't like today. We didn't have the iPads. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to my neighbors from 54th Street. All we did, bro, we were in the backyard hooping all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Or just on the PlayStation for an hour, and like, all right, we back to hooping.
Facts. That was life. Just being outside, man. I hate that this generation really, like, you know what I'm saying, letting the phones and the social media take over, because outside was a thing, man. I used to be, I'm sure you can relate, outside 6-7 hours hooping all day, or just get dropped off at the Y or the park.
Bro, were you on 124?
All day. All day, I used to be at 124, especially those Saturdays.
Thought, bro, because I know we played NCSL, but I was like, I seen them around more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was definitely 124.
Yeah, most definitely. I was locked, especially at the Y. I was locked in mostly at Northside, but 124th like a mug. I swear to God.
Bro, it's crazy, man. The amount of hoopers that went through there in NCSL. It's crazy,
and too, you class of 08, and I feel like the class of 08 with guards, that's a special class in Wisconsin, if you really tapped in. Like,
yeah, there's some good ones.
Yeah, you got Kwame, you got Corey Lucius, you got yourself. Quan was serious. I had to go against Quan. It was a tough day for me. So yeah, most definitely
getting better, bro. That's the thing. Because how we were growing up, it was just hooping. Like, you go from high school to AAU. They put the work. I think Quan might still be playing.
I ain't seen Quan.
Real, bro.
Okay.
Don't forget Trey McKinney-Jones.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I do, man. I heard that name in a minute. Yeah, I remember that.
He's still playing out in Asia. I want to say Japan. I could be wrong. But yeah, he went to the Final Four with Miami, bro. Obviously, Corey Lucius. You know, my boy Corey.
Yeah.
But it was just competition all the time. Like, you go to play summer league, it's like, oh, you think it's a laid back game. I'm playing against Chris McHenry.
Yeah. That's another person.
I was a pretty good defender, but he was a tough matchup. He was quick, he was deceptive, he could really, really, really shoot it. Like, there's some people that could pull up, they hit 1 to 3. He could really, he could shoot like a spot up shooter off the dribble, very strong. Thanks, obviously Corey, but yeah.
And lefty too. I know that he was hard to guard, for real.
Lefty, bro. And he just had a green light.
Yeah. Shoot, since we into it right now, I love talking hoops.
Let's talk hoops, man. Hey, skip all this. Skip all this.
Who would you say was your favorite matchup? Yeah, go against, as far as like the AAU scene. Corey. Okay.
Corey.
Yeah.
Since we were 11, 12, it was like him and Brandon Jennings. Top in the country. So like, I think I actually played Brandon Jennings one year. It was like the Compton Soldiers or something like that. And then we almost had him. But he was good. But obviously, Corey just brought out the best of me. You know what I'm saying? I was very competitive. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to win, but like, I didn't want to lose more than I wanted to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was never like a hater or nothing. We were always cool. And he just pushed me to be better at hoops, because I saw the notoriety he was getting, and they had the young Lions. Shout out to Marcus McLaughlin.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Another guard. I forgot Monty too.
Yeah, Monty. Shout out Monty.
About 08 guards.
Yeah.
Boy, Monty.
It's a lot of them.
It's a lot, bro. And like, so when we were 11, 12, they were the Young Lions. I think they were top 5 in the country, bro.
Okay.
They had this full court press. They just put it on you. I'm talking like they're blowing teams out 30, 40. And like I said, I was with Stay in the Game with Daryl Bridgman, senior, was the coach.
Yeah.
Daryl Bridgman Jr. played. Shout out to the Bridgmans, man.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. And shout out to Stay in the Game. They was pinnacle.
We was cool, bro. I mean, but obviously I think we took second at state a couple times. You know, they were just, we couldn't do nothing with them, bro. They came, showed up with the crazy A's.
Yeah.
Adidas, the head to toe, kidded. So like, all right, well, we gonna do our best. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
We're gonna do our best, bro.
Who you was riding with back in the day?
Marcus
around that time.
McLaughlin too. Shout out Marcus, man. That's the homie too. You know Marcus?
Yeah, I remember that name.
A very good point guard too.
Did he end up going to Pius as well with Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So,
I believe so.
I used to kick it with him too. He's coaching out in Eastern Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Women's program.
Oh, that's beastly.
But he was always gonna be a coach, bro. He just, his father was the coach, Marty. Shout out Marty. And he just had that brain, you know, a coach's son. So like, where were we going with that?
No, and too, just speaking on like your love of basketball, even though I know you're a pro soccer player, was your love for basketball, was the NBA your first dream to go to as far as professionally?
Yeah.
And like, how did that come about? Like, give me a breakdown of like your early years of just starting off, not just basketball, but sports.
My pops had me out on that shit, man. Shout out to Pops, OG, man. Pops got a cool story too. I'm gonna have to tap into that one time. But he just had me on all of that. You know what I'm saying? He got me the PlayStation, and I'm playing. We're watching basketball games. You know, I got the little hoop. It's just, you know, and I just loved it. I don't know. And then I was just always watching on TV, and then it was kind of my outlet as a child. You know what I'm saying? So. And I just worked at it. I don't know. It's crazy because I was like 9 years old. I went to one Bucks camp with George Karl. It was at Whitefish Bay High School, bro. I don't know. I remember crazy shit like this. And he's just, you know, at the end of camp, they're talking to the kids. He's like, you want to be good, but there's millions of kids around the country that want to be good. Like, how are you gonna separate yourself? You gotta do extra work. And just like from that day forward, bro, I was like, Mom, can I get a hoop? All this shit, and I'm just hooping, bro. I don't know. I guess it was just natural. Did you notice like you had advanced skills at a young age, or you was just doing you ain't really pay attention to that? That's a good question. I don't know. I just really wanted to win, and like Kobe, it was like Jason Kidd, but then like Kobe really was like, you talk about mama mentality, they talk about that shit, bro. I grew up on that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, facts. And then like you said, we're going to the Y. We're just eat, breathing, sleeping basketball until I picked up soccer when I was 9. But even then, it was still basketball. So, and too, but I'm interested, like, what on the basketball side too, but who did you look up to as far as like modeling your game around on basketball? I was watching so long ago. I'm talking like what's the dude from the Pistons? Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, Zeke. Jason Kidd was one of the ones. You know, the Bucks had the big three. Sam Cassell, a little bit of that. But then, bro, you got to remember, we had the And1 mixtapes. That's why I'm glad you brought that up. We had so we're doing that, and guys like, obviously I wasn't flashy like that, but like Jason Williams. You know what I'm saying? White chocolate. And just that type of handle. I used to break presses by myself. Thanks. I used to break presses by myself. Like, teams really couldn't press us, especially AAU. But like more structured basketball, you know, you would run the press break and all that bullshit. But AAU, like, you know what I'm saying? Catch you if you can. But I don't know. I really wasn't. I would say Jason Kidd, but then Kobe, obviously. But I knew I wasn't going to be. I was always going to be a point guard. So I'm trying to think. There was a lot of point guards. I can't think of it right now. When did the interest for soccer come from? You said you started playing at 9 years old, but like, when did you really fall in love with it? Did it start off just something to play at first? It really did. So, cause like I said, we did the 220 program. So I grew up on 54th over there, but we would take the bus, and then all my friends in, you know, elementary school playing soccer. You know, recess, you play a little bit. I was like, you know what I'm saying? let me see Wagwan here. You know,
Yep,
you know
yep.
what I'm saying? And let me see Wagwan. So like, you know, we played a little bit, and then I was like competitive. I was just competitive. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be the best. But you know, we had limited channels back in the day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But then we got Fox Soccer Channel, and they would play the English Premier League every Saturday. So like every Saturday, like me and my little sisters would just, you know, watch games and shit. And you see the passion, you know, there's 50,000 people. And then you kind of see how it's the number one sport everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, if I'm not going to be that tall, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was just something I picked up organically, really.
Yeah. To be honest, and it sucks, but the height thing is major when it comes to basketball. It's something you can be good enough, but it's always something you got to think about as far as like, you know, people looking your way and stuff like that. So
I could have did it though.
Yeah. You most definitely had a game on that tip. As far as before you went to Tulsa, what AAU team was you playing for, and what made that decision for you to go to Tulsa?
So like I said, I started with Stay in the Game.
Okay.
Stay in the Game, Bulldogs. There's a couple different names. I think we was like Play It Again Sports one year. So it would always be like me, my boy Bryce. You know Bryce Powell.
Yeah. Shout out Bryce
That's
Powell.
my brother. Yeah. My brother. He's doing well too, man. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Got a little family and shit.
Yeah, I'll be peeping
Very
him.
mature, man. Yeah, that's the homie. And a couple other dudes, Rico Combs from Tulsa West. But then one year we had like Marcus Jenkins. You know Marcus Jenkins?
Yeah, I do.
So that's Mike Taylor's little brother.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but Marcus was cold. Marcus was cold. He went to Marquette, played varsity as a freshman. Well, I think he played JV and got moved up. But he was a very good player. And then like Daryl Bridgman, we would have a lot of good players. Rick Bowers, you know that?
Yeah, Rick Bowers, Germantown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Rick was nice.
Bro, we had a lot of good players. But like I said, we always had the Young Lions. So I played that, but then I think I took 2 summers off of AAU.
Okay.
I didn't play for whatever reason, because more so I was focused on soccer. And I would do like ODP, which is Olympic Development Program. It was in the summer and shit too. So I was just like, let me just focus on this, you know what I'm saying? And that's when our club team started to be good for soccer. So then my freshman year of high school, I was really determined to make varsity. So like summer going in, I'm doing 200 push-ups a night. Like, yeah, if I'm gonna be small, I'm gonna be, and it really boosted my confidence. There was a camp going into my freshman year, and I'm playing with guys on the team. Casey Sperry. Casey Sperry was a playground guy. R.I.P. Casey. I love you, bro. He passed away.
Rest in peace.
You know, some of the other guys, and Mark Swigum, some of these Wauwatosa guys. And Coach Haas was like, Walls, you're not far behind. Like, I was like, no, fool. Like, I'm saying I'm ready, you know? But like, and I didn't make varsity. I played JV, but we went undefeated.
Okay.
And I ended up getting pulled up to varsity to play in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, okay.
Which is kind of crazy if you think about it, because no experience, you're just going to throw me to start in the playoffs. And we actually played against Corey in them.
Oh, okay.
From Whitefish Bay.
Yeah.
They had Brian Brown. They had AZ. Bro.
They were stacked. Troy Cotton.
Troy motherfucking Cotton.
Yeah, they were stacked. I remember that.
You know, I played with him at Green Bay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can
One
get
of the
it.
best shooters I ever played with.
Yeah. Shout out Troy Cotton, man.
What a good dude, man. And Troy Cotton Sr. So that's kind of where I'm going with this.
Okay.
I think we ended up beating them. I played pretty well, but bro, one memory is I don't know what happened. I came up with a loose ball on a breakaway. I looked behind me, Brian Brown, 6'11". Shout out Brian. That's my homie too.
He was your grade too, right?
I played DTA. I ended up playing DTA with him.
Yeah.
One of the nicest, the gentle giant. Nicest dude ever. He could really hoop though. came. I'm like, all right, I got this. Try to roll that motherfucker. He came. He got off the glass, bro. I'm like, oh my days, bro. That's like one of the first couple of minutes of me playing varsity. But whatever, you know, like keeping the ball, you know, dictating, running the sets and all that shit. Like I did that well. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my things. I didn't really turn it over a lot. So like, could really play.
Real floor general.
At any level, you know what I'm saying? If you can keep the ball, you know, get to the bucket, you know what I'm saying? You could play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did well, but that was one of the memories from that game. But then we ended up playing Pius the next round.
Okay.
D'Angelo Jackson.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Okay.
Fucker, bro. That was one of the toughest guards.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like from a defensive side. That was one of the toughest covers because this guy, bro, he had the green light.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, I'm like, is Haas setting me up to like get, you know what I'm saying, to get cooked?
Yeah, for real.
What's going on? This guy, bro, I'm talking couple dribbles over half, the center circle. He's looking like he's gonna pass. Little hezzy, bro, pull. Yo, Haas is yelling at me like, yo, get tighter. I'm like,
he was so nice.
He's at the center circle, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
facts, and you a freshman.
I think a screen is coming, like, and this guy's just pulling that. I think he went off for. I think they beat us. I think he probably had 27, 30.
Okay, yeah. Especially back then.
But bro, we played at Wisconsin Lutheran College, where they're like, you know how they keep the floor lit and then they dim the sides.
Yeah.
It was cold.
That is
I had
beastie.
some really cold experiences with basketball.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm glad like you tapping into this history because I remember the Whitefish Bay game. I was actually at that Whitefish Bay game when y'all beat King.
I don't know if I started, but I definitely came off.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I don't remember all the details, but I remember being there. It was a packed house because you know what I'm saying. They got a nice little field house. It was. Yeah, I remember that for real.
So where I was going with that is after that year. Troy Cotton Sr., I think, approached me and was like, yo, you want to play like PTA and shit? So our team was stacked. I was like, yeah. I mean, I was still doing the club soccer, but I was like, you know, I'll try to make it work for sure. So I ended up playing with them for 2 years and did pretty well, man. And that kind of, you know, boosted my confidence and kind of forced me to be better at what I did. We ended up winning Speece that 1 year.
Yep. Yeah, I wanted to speak on that. And you got MVP that year.
Yeah, bro.
So, give me, and two at the time, that was one of the bigger AAU tournaments in the country.
Yeah. Down at the field house.
Yeah.
So I think that was my second year with ETA.
And that's in Indiana, right?
Indiana.
Yep.
Bro, so crazy. Like, I think about, so we took a coach bus down there.
Okay.
They put us on a coach bus. And it was the 16s and the 17s on the same bus. Bro, I'm talking white bikes, Corey, Bree, you know, Bree Purdy.
Yeah. Shout out Bree.
Troy, Cotton, me, Rick Wagner, Monty. Like, bro.
Oh, yeah, stacked.
Just a crazy roster. And I think the only reason I got it is because Corey was playing up with 17s for the tournament. Yeah. So think about that. It's like Bree, Corey, Dwight.
Yeah. I remember they had Shane on that team from Bayview. They were stacked. I remember that team.
Yep. He was on the bus too. Bro, and I just remember Dwight, bro. R&B singing as bro. Like, he really thought he was going to make it singing R&B. Just like, you know, one of the old type dudes, bro. And I was just like, damn, this nigga. But it's crazy. He went to go play at Marquette, did this thing. He's still playing pro too. Like,
exactly. He's doing his thing.
I love to see it, man. Just, you got to grind it out, man. Like, these cats going overseas, these countries, I wouldn't do it. But, you know what I'm saying? They get in the bag doing their thing. So anybody out the city that, you know what I'm saying, did it or is doing it, I support, man. I feel like I wish more people were like that, bro. You know, they're just always politics and the beef and shit.
No, that's what I want to do, bring a lot of the history here on the channel, you know what I'm saying, to speak on. And you dropping a lot of gems, a lot of names, like even speaking on Dwight, you know what I'm saying? Dwight was one of the best players I ever seen and got to play against. Yeah. So like, I want to ask you, do you feel
both
like
sides of the ball too? Yeah,
both sides of the ball. With all the players that you named.
He said all the niggas.
I know, I had to catch myself.
Bro,
with all the players that you named, though, in the city, do you feel like if we was put in this time with social media, where would they names really be now? Because you naming off some real killers. You was a killer yourself, but you naming off real killers, and I feel like they could have been bigger than, like, in this kind of light than what they is now.
God. Think about
so. Give me a breakdown of that.
If Corey was in the social media era, the shit he was doing at 11 and 12, bro, he would have been viral. You know what I'm saying? Just off that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And shout out to Team Hero though.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
They're doing their thing. I think they're 6 teams were the best in the country.
Yep.
That's another thing.
They made it to the Final Four for Peach Jam.
Yeah, crazy, bro. Like I said, Corey Bree giving back. You know what I'm saying? Making these kids better, like really doing it. Really doing it. You know what I'm saying? With the individual training, and that's what you got to do. You really got to break down the game and the details of the game. It's like soccer. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You really got to break it down. So shout out, them for doing that. What was the question?
No, I answered, but nothing really. It's just I just asked about the social media impact. How we would have it in
so
our.
A guy like Corey would have been. Jerry would have been.
Man, Jerry, yeah.
So, Jerry.
Yeah, speak on Jerry Smith for a second, man. One of the best to come out of the Tulsa East. One of the best to come out of Wisconsin. Period.
Yeah, so that's crazy to say that because I thought about this before and it's just like, because you got to remember he was top 20 when he was in 5th, 6th grade.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
Like, so he was already, like, bro, he was already carrying himself like a professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, throughout damn near middle school and high school for sure. Like, he was a professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way he trained, the way he took care of the decisions he made off the court. He was a professional, and that's why I admire him. But like you talk about the social media era, he definitely would have thrived.
Yeah,
because he was at all of those camps, the Nike camps, the Adidas camps, like. And bro, I'm a sophomore. We got Roy Williams coming to our game.
Yo, that's BC.
And fucking in December. It's not the state tournament. It's like this. It was like a tournament. A couple of teams from out of state came. Bro, Roy Williams is popping up. I think Bill Self came. Bro, I mean,
yeah.
Rick Pitino came out. I think, and then they would start sending, not the head coaches, but scouts to practice.
Okay.
So we got cats from Virginia Tech, Virginia at our practice. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of, I was like, all right, let me try my shit.
I feel exactly.
That being said, like it was just like, man, he's really like a professional. You know what I'm saying? He's really locked in on what he needs to do, and from that standpoint, I was like, I really always kind of admired that, and that was kind of like, well, shit. I kind of saw what it took if you wanted to get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? Because he did everything by the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he didn't really. Summers were never off. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So it was. Yeah, so I always admired him for that. Like he carried himself as a professional which is tough to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to his family and stuff, because you got to have the right people in your corner to do it. Otherwise,
I agree with that, because I remember, I'm like a few years younger, but I remember seeing him up at the Y. He'd go in, put in work. He don't even know. He used to give me so much confidence just in pickup games, you know what I'm saying? Just telling me, you know what I'm saying, to do my thing. I get buckets, he encouraging me on, like, just that coming from Jerry used to give me so much confidence. He wouldn't even know that. But he always carried himself as a humble and at a high level.
Exactly.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like you wouldn't even have thought he was going to Louisville, especially at the time. Like, when Jerry came in the gym, everybody knew Jerry was in the gym, but he most definitely act like everybody else for real.
Right.
Well, he ain't act like he was higher than anybody. So that's true.
I mean, he had some good mentors, man.
Yeah.
His father was a very good player too.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if he played professionally, but I know he played at the University of Iowa. I think he scored over 1,000 points.
Oh, okay.
I think he might have played professionally. But he was just very mature. So
I want to ask you, being at Tulsa East, especially, y'all probably got like the first fan base I've seen that was like super lit. You know what I'm saying? So like, just your time at Tulsa East and like just the atmosphere there. How was that for you?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly how the student sections are today, but man, they were doing their chant.
Yeah.
And they were into the game. They were tuned in, which it was special. But if you're from Tulsa, that's kind of how it always was. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in Longfellow, and we have our practice, and then we're all getting our shit. We're going to get a pizza at Little Caesars, and we're going to watch the high school game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like Al Hansen was a freshman, sophomore, and then they had like Andy Croyne, Chris Joswick, a bunch of good players. Chris Breyer. But yeah, it felt like damn near a small college.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It felt that was the atmosphere, and it's like that's what we're looking up to. And it's crazy, like, because you're '09 class, like Eric Williams,
Yeah. Shout out Eric.
Keandre, all them. We talked about it one day at Longfellow, or I think we had walked down to an East game. We were like, when we're seniors and you guys are juniors, we're going to win state. Like, we're going to win everything. You know what I'm saying? But it was like it felt like I said, a small college atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just the way the crowd was engaged and the whole town was like into basketball. You know what I'm saying? We had OGs like Tony Smith, Devin Smith that, just put Tulsa East kind of on the map. You know what I'm saying? So the whole community was behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real. Hey, man, basketball was real around that time. I remember you brought up, what's his name, Henson? He was y'all point guard?
Al Hansen.
And Al Hansen. I remember, I believe he was at UWM when Bruce Pearl was there.
Yeah.
I got to sit in at a practice. That's when I knew, like, just Division I level, regardless of the level, is serious. I went into one of their practices. I don't know if he was there at the time, but I remember going to a Bruce Pearl practice.
I think he was on that team.
Yeah, I believe so. When they was real good, they was going to Sweet 16, yeah, all that.
It was like Joe Tucker, I think Al, Avery Smith, all those.
Yeah. He from here too, right? Avery Smith? Yeah. Shout out,
Avo.
Thanks, Avo. I do remember Avo. He used to kill like the warning leagues too and summer stars. He used to destroy. That's what I first heard about him. I didn't even see him hoop. They used to come home. He used to talk about, man, Avo just had 50 up at Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. So we had them killers, man, in Milwaukee.
I know.
For real.
We're like an underground mecca for basketball.
You're right. Did you ever get a chance to hop in summer stars or warning?
Nah, I never did. Honestly, just because soccer and shit. And I just never did.
So I want to get into your senior year.
Yeah.
Tulsa, y'all end up winning state. You know what I'm saying? So first, give me a breakdown. Y'all only lost one game that whole season, and then y'all end up beating Madison Memorial in the state championship game. Shout out Jerron Naaman.
Yeah. Vander Blue.
Yeah, Vander Blue too. Okay, he was on that team.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's tough. So just give me a breakdown, just your senior year, and like how everything went out as far as winning state and just the background and all that.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. My senior year, personally, in general, was crazy. It started. It started with the athletic code violation.
Okay.
We had like a beer pong tournament. The cops showed up.
Yeah.
So I sat out half the soccer season. Yeah, so that was tough.
Yeah.
But I was already committed to college. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I had came back and then like scored in like 13 straight games, and we lost to Marquette. But I had gotten hurt kicking the field goal after the game against Whitefish Bay.
Yeah.
In the regional final, and then we were gonna play Marquette next. Okay. So I was kicking field goals too. Yeah. And I got hurt kicking the field goal. Like,
oh damn!
Messed up my whole knee. Partially tore 2 ligaments. Cause I kicked it, I planted, so my leg was straight like this. Yeah. And dude came in with his helmet.
Oh, okay.
A late hit.
Yeah.
We played Marquette in like 2 days, and we would have beat them too. So the Whitefish Bay game, long story short, I had, I think, 2 goals and assists, and I saved a penalty. So, like, I had to play goalie. Yeah. Oh, okay. Which is crazy. That's BC. So, like, I saved one in overtime. And then I came down and scored to win. And then we were going to play Marquette. And, like, Marquette was good. I think they're always, like, top 10 in the country. But we were... Oh, wow. For real? In the country? Yeah. They're like that. Like that. But we were going to beat them. Yeah. And I got hurt kicking kicking a field goal, but then we lost 1-0 to them. But then I'm hurt for the first half of the basketball season. Yeah. I'm still recovering. And we actually played, I think our first game was against Pius, which was at that point like Monty, Corey, Marcus, and they had all these players. I think Corey gave us like 25 or 30 because I wasn't playing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a real shit. Bro, we played once in the playoffs. I think I think I had 14. He might have had like 15. But we ended up losing because Jerry got hurt.
Okay.
Jerry's senior year.
Yeah, he broke his foot.
Bro, the craziest story ever.
Okay, yeah.
In the playoffs, he was going for the record.
I heard that.
It was damn near like 50, bro. And like he went for a layup. I think it was for the 50th point. Came down wrong, fucked up his foot. So again, we're playing King. This time it's at Marquette High School.
Okay.
But again, they did the thing where they light up the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the crowd is dark. But yeah, I mean, I went toe to toe with him. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I busted his ass, but I think I had like 14 and rebounds, assists.
Yeah.
We lost though, obviously. It's still AZ, like
AZ.
Brown, like,
that's a stacked team for sure.
Story, like
I believe they lost at State to. I forgot who they lost to.
I forgot too.
Yeah.
They went to State.
They went to State that year.
But we had like Joe Cap, Jeff Donovan, myself, Charlie Birch. Shout out my boy Charlie. He was a playground dude. No, we had a good team, but it's too much fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came back my senior year halfway through. And they did well, man. I think they only lost that one game to Pius.
Okay.
So yeah, I come back. We're working on it. Obviously, we know each other. We've been playing. I've been playing with a lot of those dudes since Junior Raiders. You know, DJ Cupertino, Mike Cupertino, all those dudes. My Italian brothers, Cupertinos. So yeah, I just kind of fit right back in. Just obviously, I had to get fit and just feel comfortable with it. First couple of games, I had this big ass brace on. But then, I just kind of got back in the groove, and we knew what the job was. You feel me? Like, so
that's where it comes. Yeah, we got the ring in the building, man. That's what's up.
That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of cats can say whatever, but I won a lot of shit.
Yeah, everybody, man. A lot of people can't. A lot of the names that you named off, a lot of great players, they can't say they got a ring here for real. So.
Did they win speeds?
Yeah.
Nah.
Right.
But
no, talk your shit, Tony.
He's my competitive.
Yeah.
That's what made me who I am, who I was.
Thanks. Talk your shit, man. Hey, I can vouch for it, man. You was one of the coldest for real, man. So I like that. As far as all right, I want to speak on that though, because you said you went through an injury. Was you concerned at all on, like, you know what I'm saying, coming back from the injury?
That's crazy because I was doing physical therapy up there, and the trainer's telling me, like, they wanted me to get surgery. I was like, they were like, you don't have to, but like, if you don't, you probably won't be the same. And I'm doing PT one day, and he's like, so like, what do you want to do? Like, I don't think you'll be able to play soccer through college. Like, you definitely won't be able to play pro because of this injury if you don't get surgery. You'd be lucky to make it through 4 years of college. And I didn't even say nothing. I laughed to myself. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But like, so I just went through that, but I wasn't really too concerned. Obviously, I just knew it was going to take work to get back to where I wanted to be. But I had already committed to Marquette my sophomore year of high school. So I was already locked in, and I was going to play soccer and basketball.
Okay.
So I wasn't too concerned, and obviously I have conversations with them, and they're still cool about it, whatever. But yeah, it was tough. It was a journey. It was tough. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy because it was, 3-4 months. I couldn't really operate as myself.
And that was the longest you've been without any sport at the time?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Obviously there's a little doubt, but you can't focus on that.
Yeah.
But it's like anything else.
Yeah. Plus, you know what I'm saying? I know you got that dog in you. So, like, even when you heard that, like, that's a lot of mental toughness. You ain't let no doctor get in your way of your dreams at the end of the day.
Still playing.
Yeah. So, and too, all right, so winning state and going up to Madison. How was that experience? And
man, it was so we were just locked in. You know what I'm saying? We kind of came together and we were just like, yo, all the other shit off the court, let's just knock it off. You know what I'm saying? And just lock in what we had to do. We weren't doing nothing crazy, but you know what I'm saying, drinking a little bit, kicking it with girls, and we were like, nah, it's not worth it. And I think we played Appleton North was our first game. That was light. They had like a 7-1 dude. I think that was our only concern. And then we had Brook Central again.
Yeah.
They were good. My senior year, they were good. Corey Dagner.
Yeah. And then they was in your conference as well, right? So y'all played them.
So we knew them. We were very familiar with their offense and what they were trying to do. And then we had Madison Memorial, which was tough. Yeah. Jerome Mayman, obviously a dog. Daniel Blue is a dog. So we had to play a 3-2 zone just because we didn't. Who's going to match up with?
Yeah, exactly. No, I feel that.
So like we really were like, we got to do his zone. We got to do his zone, and we got to hit the boards. And he still had like 33 and 20 maybe. Yeah. But
that's beastie though. Yeah.
I think Vander struggled with it. I think a little bit because he likes to penetrate and make plays at the rim, and he couldn't really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying he was a bad shooter, but. Sometimes offensively, you want to get to the rim to get yourself going, get to the free throw line.
And he was a super athlete back then.
Yeah, he played in the league.
Facts. And all right, so shifting to that, because I still want to stay in your high school realm. When you was playing soccer in your club, you ended up getting called up to your national team, 17 under national team.
Yeah.
So when you got that call, how was that experience? Because that's major.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. And that's kind of a testament to what I was telling you about how my club team is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? In soccer, kind of, you get recognition when your team does better kind of thing. It was kind of random, man. So, so it's not like now where I just, get a message to my phone. It's like, I think my mom got an email, and it's just like, you've been selected in the national team. I'm like, for me, so like at that time, the Under-17 World Cup was in South Korea. Okay. So I think they were looking to fill like 2 or 3 more spots before they sent the final roster out there. So they sent me like a bag of Nike stuff. The camp was in Connecticut, and it's funny because we were going to nationals again that year for club soccer. Yeah. So after the camp, me and my teammate actually got called up too because he's been with the national team for a while. So we had to fly straight to nationals after that camp. But, man, it was a crazy experience. You're in an environment with obviously some of the best players in the country. At 17, and here I am, like, this kid from Milwaukee. But I'm not going to lie, the first probably 1 or 2 days I was pretty nervous. But then, you settle down and start playing. I didn't get selected to go to Korea, but it was a really good experience, and it gave me a lot of confidence to strive for the next level type of thing. I did the craziest fitness test I ever did there. Yeah, it was the toughest. Crazy. The last day. It's like, why the hell are we going to do this on the last day, bro? It was 2 miles in 12 minutes.
No. Okay.
12 minutes, so 2 6-minute miles. Yeah. And like, I'm not a huge long distance runner at all. Obviously, I play soccer. So I threw up after that. I'm thinking we're done. So I go under these bleachers, bro. I'm throwing up like a bunch of water and stuff, like, because I didn't do long distance running like that. And they're like, all right, back on the line. Another mile under 6, bro. I think it's called like the Cooper's test or something. I'm like, bro, what the hell? But there was this Latino dude from Cali, my boy. His name's Dane Barrera. He's still my boy to this day, but he was in front of me, bro. Bro, just cruising the same pace every time, leading the whole pack, bro. Yeah. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep up with dude. Kept going, bro. Kept going. I somehow made it, bro. I did the 3rd mile, the next mile in 5:45. Oh, okay. After just throwing up, bro. I was like, man. So that you really can push, like mentally, you can push yourself a lot further than you think, bro. Like, it's crazy. But then we went straight to nationals from there.
Before we tap into your college career, I want to know the benefits of playing 2 sports and we in Milwaukee. So a lot of people, there's a lot of youth out there that wouldn't even look towards soccer. So right, and soccer is a great sport. I ended up got to play soccer in high school because we had to play 2 sports at Mesmer. So I ended up got to play soccer, and that really helped my legs that year. You know what I'm saying? It's the most spring I ever had at the time. But what's the benefits of playing like other sports besides putting all your eggs in one basket for the youth?
Yeah, no, I think there's definitely a benefit. The correlation between soccer and basketball. So like being a basketball player, like I'm a lot more agile in those first 2 to 3 yards and changing direction, just because basketball, you're always doing that.
Yep.
Whereas, the average soccer player that just plays soccer, they don't have that agility. You know what I'm saying? And then, I think there's a lot of. Is it raining right now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Inshallah.
But no, and then I think from every sport you could take something. So you think about like baseball, like the amount of concentration you need, when you're trying to bat or when you're trying to catch a pop-up fly. That translates to any other sport. You know what I'm saying? Or you do tennis. Volleyball players have a lot of bounce if they play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like I said, it comes down to the detail of, what you have to do in that sport. So like soccer to basketball, I think it really helped me defensively because I didn't get tired at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like the footwork, obviously, you know what I'm saying? It comes second nature. And then the physicality from soccer to basketball, like you really get used to the shoulder barging and like having the leverage to win the position, the spot. You know what I mean? So there's little things like that. That's why you do see a lot of soccer players that play basketball are good defenders.
Yeah.
For a lot of those reasons, I think. So just, there's a lot of takeaways from different sports.
As far as soccer, is that something that you would want to see more in the African American community, in the Black community?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because and how was that as far as you being a Black male and you know what I'm saying, in the soccer field, stuff like that? Like, how's your experience been just on the race side? I don't know what all you experienced, but how is that for you?
Well, first of all, yeah, I do want to get it involved in the African American community. I think, like I was saying before, it's in our roots. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in Africa, soccer is the go-to sport. But for some reason here in America, there's a disconnect. So that is something I do want to tap into. Sports in general can teach you a lot of good life lessons. You know what I mean? You talk about the resilience and the consistency and showing up and doing the work and stuff like that. You learn that through sports. So obviously you can learn that in a lot of sports, but in soccer specifically, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to push out of your comfort zone a lot. When you talk about just from a conditioning standpoint, and the workload that it takes to play soccer, especially on a hot day and stuff like that. So yeah, I do want to get involved in the African American community. It's another opportunity, to get a scholarship or to see different parts of the world or to meet new people from different walks of life. I met so many people from different countries through soccer. You know what I mean? Like, I could name you 20 countries where I have friends from there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Directly from there. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's the world sport. It's just not America's sport. So, being an African American playing soccer, I did experience a little bit of racism. There was a couple, shout out Jimmy Banks, my good boy. His dad actually played in the World Cup. Went to Custer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
BC. And he played in the World Cup?
Yeah, rest in peace. He passed away.
Okay, yeah, rest in peace.
But he went to Custer. He played in the 1990 World Cup. It's crazy, but, you do experience that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Almost got in a couple fist fights in games, Southern Illinois, they want to call us the N-word and all that shit. So you do what you got to do, but you don't let it affect you too much. It always tells you more about the other person. It's always going to be there, unfortunately. But yeah, you just, you take it on the chin and do what you got to do and let your play do the talking. So.
And I feel like, too, if this pushed more in our community, it'd be less of that because we're going to be seeing more Black players in, you know what I'm saying, the major leagues and stuff like that. So, and too, that's one of the more fun. I feel like that's something you have to experience to really love for real. I feel like you would love soccer if, a lot of youth would love soccer if they experienced it actually went out and played it. You know what I'm saying? And most sports, but especially with that. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
I think it's an exposure thing. It's like how many of these kids are sitting down watching a soccer game?
Yeah, facts.
So that's part of it. And then we don't have any pro team. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? We have the wave, but we don't have like a pro outdoor team with the stadium. And, you know, an XYZ, like they can go to the Bucks game, they can go to the Brewers game, you know, they can go to a Packer game, but it's just not, it's not a thing here. That being said, there is other communities other cities where it is, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Where soccer's been around and there's more integration between Latinos and, you know, African Americans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason in Milwaukee, it's just not.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I think we should tap into it, and I want to. I think I want to start some kind of, I don't know if it's going to be a league or training program or just introductory. I don't know. I haven't decided, but I definitely want to. Maybe not for profit.
It's important because, like, I have a lot of youth on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So I just want them to open their minds to anything, like, especially age is everything. And that youth, I want them to take full advantage of it because it goes like that. You know what I'm saying? It goes so fast. So just take advantage of your time and find new interests. Like, and I'll say one thing with me. Like, I was stuck on basketball. I love basketball. And that ain't a bad thing. But I ain't started catching a lot of other interests until I started getting older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wish I would have fell into those interests that I love right now at an earlier age. You know what I'm saying? So always just expand your mind. You know what I'm saying? I know in our community, we sort of stuck on, like, you know, little elements of things.
Yeah.
So especially here in Milwaukee. So that's why I'm glad I got, you know what I'm saying, people like you on to really show, like, it's more to that. And especially just seeing things out of Milwaukee. I ain't saying ain't nothing wrong with living here. We got a great city. Yeah. But most definitely you got to see more stuff, like, out the country or just out the city regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful place in this world is. So.
100%. And that's, you know, I've been blessed to be able to see different cities and live in different cities through soccer. You know what I mean? Rochester, New York, Chicago, St. Louis, California, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Pittsburgh. Like, you know, I was able to live there because of soccer. And like you said, see different things and different ideas and different cultures for sure. A lot of different cultures.
Networking and learning from people. You can learn from the youth. But everybody got a story. You can learn from somebody and take from somebody.
100%.
For sure. Going into University of Green Bay, Wisconsin Green Bay. I want to speak. So you played both sports going in. You played basketball and soccer starting off.
My freshman year.
Okay, yeah. So give me a little breakdown being a two-sport athlete your freshman year, and like especially how is that on the Division I college level? You know what I'm saying? I know that's tough on the body.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I wish I would have stuck with it, honestly. But I had a good experience. Our team was good. So we were in the Horizon League when, like, Gordon Hayward was with Butler. Yeah. Brad Stevens was the coach. I believe he's the GM of the Celtics now.
And he was head coach of the Celtics.
They knocked us out in the conference tournament in the semis. But our team was good. Bree, Bree Perrine was on that team.
Yeah, shout out Bree.
Yeah, Ramon Fletcher was the point guard, so I was always guarding him at practice. He was really good too. Small but very quick lefty. Could go to the rack, shoot it, everything. So it was different going into college basketball-wise was just like the amount of ball screens. Like, it was just tough to maneuver because obviously the players are bigger. They're better at setting screens. So, like, I struggled with that. But then, like, I didn't get much of a break. So, like winter break, when all this, like, my soccer teammates would go home, normal kids would go home. Like, you know, I had to go straight to training for basketball. So, I mean, it was tough, but I honestly wish I would have stuck with it just to see, like, I think I could have played consistent minutes by, like, my junior, senior year. I think I needed to be a better shooter for sure, but everything else, I think, you know, I wasn't that far off. So.
Was that a hard decision for you to make? Because this is your first time now being without basketball. So, like, was that a tough decision?
It was tough because that's kind of what I based my college decision on. Like I said, I was going to go to Marquette. I was set to go to Marquette to play both, but then Tom Crean had left. I think I don't know if he went to Indiana, but he left, and then Buzz Williams came in.
I believe he did go to Indiana.
And he said he didn't want a guy that's not going to be there full time, like playing basketball, whatever. So I was like, whatever. I'm gonna go to Green Bay. I had some of my club soccer teammates going there, so I knew we could be good. We were good, so it worked out.
Yeah. So after taking that on full time, you know what I'm saying, you were successful in that. You was first league for the next 3 years after that. First league all Horizon League.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of what went into my decision as well. Like, I think I was Horizon League freshman of the year, newcomer of the year, and I was on a couple like websites, like rookie All American teams. So that's when I was like, you know what, I'm just going to kind of pour into soccer and see how far I can go with it. You know, so like in the summertime, I wouldn't even come back to Milwaukee. I would go play, like, it's called USL2. So it's like a collection of kids from good colleges like Michigan, Michigan State. So I did that every summer instead of, taking the summer off. And I think that really helped, develop my game.
Yeah. Okay. So going on, was this your senior year when you won Conference Player of the Year in soccer?
Yeah.
Senior year. Okay. So give me a little breakdown of your senior year, just as Green Bay as a whole. How did y'all do as far as the season? And just like, did you ever get a time to reflect on like your success? You know what I'm saying? Sit back and reflect on your accomplishments in college?
Yeah.
Because that's major.
That's this one here that I thought.
Oh, yeah. Let's show you. Let me see it.
Conference Player of the Year.
Yeah, hold it up.
It might fall apart, but no, it's nice.
Yeah, that's beastie, man.
Yeah. So actually, I was going to transfer to Akron.
Okay.
Akron was actually the number one soccer school in the country because our coach was leaving Green Bay. He went to school in Connecticut. So yeah, I was actually set to transfer to Akron, which, like I said, was the best soccer school in the country at the time. And then I had decided to come back to Green Bay to kind of finish what I had started there. So there was a little, some teammates were unhappy, I guess, and there were some things said when I was going to leave. And then when I was coming back, it was a little like,
he's back, yeah.
It was just kind of some weird stuff going on, like the coach didn't make me the captain and all this shit. But so I was kind of proud of myself for, letting the sideline noise stay there and focusing on what I had to do. I was proud of myself for that. And we were good. We fell short in the conference tournament, unfortunately. But, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good overall. Like I said, I had finished. College Soccer News had me like 22nd among seniors, which, I don't know how many people from Green Bay probably fell that high on the list.
Exactly.
But the program's doing well now too, Green Bay. So I'd like to see that.
And also you made the Herman's list, you know what I'm saying, that year, your senior year. So just how
that was my junior year.
Oh, that was your junior year, okay. But either year, how proud was you to that? Because, like, that's the top in the country, top players in the country. They even make that list, you know what I'm saying? To be the finalist and even to win it. But to be in on that list makes you one of the top players in the whole country. So how was that moment when you received that news?
No, that was a really cool experience. And I think it was a testament to what I was doing in the summer. Like I said, I was playing with some of the best players in the country, and I was, kind of excelling and proving myself on that stage. So I think that's how that translated there. But I don't think many players in general get on that list, the equivalent to the Heisman Trophy. So yeah, being from a mid-major, I think, that was a cool accomplishment. But with the Mamba mentality, it's like, all right, they still got to go do it, so.
That's real. So you always really just stay level-headed through everything and was just looking forward always to get better.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I had to keep developing my skill set at a level. So here I am today, 20 seasons in professionally, and it's like I'm still
not satisfied.
Fine-tuning my skills. So I think that's another takeaway from sports is you got to keep growing. You got to keep improving yourself in life as well. So, like I said, a lot of takeaways from sports.
What for a kid that's trying to try soccer or would go into soccer, what advice would you get them as far as like tools they should go in just to start off in the beginning stages? What they should work on skill wise?
Yeah. Go to wallskillsacademy.com.
Oh, most definitely. No, that's a fact though, and we gonna get into that.
I would say, turn on a pro game if you can. There's a lot on like ESPN Plus, like watch ESPN, or on the weekends there'll be like NBC Sports, and just watch. Watch the passion, the intensity, just the movements they're doing with the ball, how they're passing the ball, the movement off the ball, and just kind of the work it takes, the mentality it takes. I think if more kids watch, they'd be drawn into the passion of the sport, kind of like I was. You know what I'm saying? But I just, like I said, I don't think there's the proper exposure. Like kids aren't able to watch, consistently. So it's like,
Yeah,
that's not what they're aspiring toward. It's just is what it is.
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And maybe now it can grow like sooner or later because as we seen with women's basketball, they found a star to where they sports starting to grow and get more exposure. You know what I'm saying? So maybe soccer could be the next step to, grow because that is a real fun sport for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something that I like that you tapped in on. It can take you places as far as full scholarship, you know what I'm saying? Not paying for school, experience, traveling the world, meeting new people. So it's something it's a lane for us to get in, to really dive in.
100%. It's another opportunity, to get a college education. But it has grown. The sport has grown a lot.
Yeah.
It's grown immensely, the women's and men's, the MLS, the USL. Like I said, the women's league has grown a lot. I just think Milwaukee is not there yet. I think we should have a stadium. We're supposed to. There was some kind of issue with the funding. I think they were already supposed to break ground on the development. I don't know if you heard about it, but there's going to be a whole little development, like a soccer stadium, hotel, apartments, some commercial spots. I even think like a venue, like a event venue space as well. But I think something happened with the funding. But I think if we get a stadium where people can go and see and get the experience, and see the elegance of the sport and the passion of the sport, I think it would be different. But you can come to wave games, but it's not the same as outdoor.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought up MLS. You were the first player to ever get drafted from Green Bay of that MLS. You know what I'm saying?
First player to sign.
Okay.
Wasn't the first player to get drafted.
Well, yeah, the first player to sign, though. That's a major accomplishment, you know what I'm saying, coming from Green Bay. So, and you got drafted by the Chicago Fire, you mentioned?
Yeah.
So just tell me how that experience was getting drafted. That's major, you know what I'm saying, to a professional league. How's that?
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It was like actually the day after my birthday, I think.
Oh, okay.
I got the call from, that I was drafted. I think it was 46 or something like that overall. And again, I was like, cool. Like, I was actually upset that I fell that far in the draft because I knew a lot of the guys that were drafted in front of me, played with them. And I knew I was just as good, but there's politics involved, and everyone has their opinion of me and whatever.
Yeah.
But, again, I just knew I had to go there and I had to prove myself again. And I was just locked in. So I actually, when you weren't drafted lottery or first round, you didn't even get a contract yet. So I was there throughout preseason, which was 3.5 months without a contract.
Damn.
Can you imagine how stressful that is?
That is stressful.
We're training every day. Like we would go on 2-week stints. So our first stint was in Florida for 2 weeks, training every day, scrimmages. Cool. Then we did, where did we do another 2 weeks stint? I think we went to South Carolina. Same thing, another 2 weeks stint. Then back to Chicago. And it's like the whole time, I'm fighting for a contract. So it was like, it was really like a mental game, you know what I mean? Because, okay, maybe you didn't have your best practice, but you got to try to stay positive. Because I'm seeing my roommates get cut all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People I'm hanging up with, they just pull up on a golf cart like, hey, like, we need to talk to you. Like, boom, I'm going home. So it's like, it was really a test of mental fortitude.
Was that? Do you feel like that was the biggest adjustment for you? Like you can be going in the day in a quick second.
Yeah, I mean it was tough. Obviously, college, you're locked in, you have a spot. I knew what it was, but it was just it was a different beast for sure. Like seeing these dudes that you build a relationship with, you build a rapport with, you've been kicking it with them for 2 weeks, and then they're just gone. Like, damn. But then you start building confidence, like, okay, I must be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and I finally got signed, and it was a cool feeling.
So, in your professional career, when do you feel like you start like getting your feet under you, like and really feeling confident to making it to the 20 seasons that you played so far?
So 2015. So after Chicago, they didn't pick me up the second year, so I didn't have a team for a year. But then that's when I joined the Wave. I started indoor and just stayed sharp, stayed playing. And then I signed in Rochester. Played there for 3 seasons, but my second season there is when we won the USL championship, and I was the captain of the team. So I think that's kind of when, I grew in confidence, and I knew I could play at that level. It's just a matter of there wasn't as many USL teams as there is now.
Yeah.
So that's the step under MLS. So after that season, actually, because after I left Chicago, obviously I was determined to try to get back in MLS. So after that season, when we won the championship, I went on trial with 2 MLS teams, Houston and Minnesota. Thought I did well, didn't get signed. So then I was back to Rochester. But meanwhile, I'm still playing indoor in between the outdoor seasons.
Yeah.
Because the USL season was shorter back then. So it was just a grind, it's just me kind of making the decision that I'm not going to give up on it, and just sticking with it and taking my opportunities.
Sure. Me from the outside looking in, what's the biggest difference between playing outside and indoor, and what do you enjoy most?
So indoor is more kind of like a futsal style, which is kind of played more in South America, Central America. It's on hardwood like basketball. And they have like a smaller, heavier ball.
Yeah.
And that's kind of more what indoor is tailored to. There's more like offensive sets. Obviously there's more shots. It's more fast paced with the boards and all that. More physicality. So for the longest time I was, outdoor was my favorite, but indoor has grown on me for sure. Like I said, it's more entertaining. There's more shots. It's more fast paced. More physicality for the fans. For the fans, it's more enjoyable. I think for sure. But it's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah. As far as when you did win the championship in the USL, and just how was that experience? Because you made first team or USL as well. So give me a little breakdown on that year for you and how proud you was winning that championship, bringing the championship home.
It was a cool experience. Like, whenever you achieve a goal that you work towards, as a team, it's pretty special. And it's kind of like you have that memory forever. You got a ring together and stuff. So it's just a testament to how we train. We train really hard. Like I said, I was determined to get back into MLS. So I think that kind of rubbed off on the guys. We had a really good coach who's still coaching in USL. Very detailed, always held people accountable, regardless of your role in the team. And I think that builds trust throughout the team. And we just got the job done with a little bit of luck.
Yeah. Do you feel like, and I want to ask too, like in the basketball realm and in soccer, do you feel like you really always had to prove yourself? You know what I'm saying? You had to go that extra mile. Do you feel like you was overlooked in both and you really just had to prove yourself each time?
Yeah, I guess I always looked at it like every time you played is an opportunity to kind of earn respect from your peers, your coaches, your family, other teams in the league, other players. So I guess that's kind of what life is about. You get opportunities, you're either going to take them or you're not. You know what I mean? You're going to be prepared or you're not. But yeah, I always kind of had that chip on my shoulder being from Milwaukee. In the soccer world, it's like, we don't produce a ton of players. Being African American in soccer too. Yeah, I always kind of had a chip on my shoulder for sure. But then it kind of turned into me being grateful for the opportunities. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
it kind of just depends on your perspective, you know. Because it went from that having to prove myself to like prove to myself. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
It's like I need to do this for me. I don't. It's not really about proving anyone right or wrong anymore. They're gonna say what they're gonna say. You know. So I wanna maximize my career. You know, and make the people that have supported me proud, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. What's the motivation right now? Like we 20 seasons in, you know what I'm saying? So what motivates you to get up every day and like we going into another season with the Wave? So like what's your biggest motivation right now?
Yeah, no. So that's another thing too. Like if you're not feeling intrinsically motivated, you got to find things to motivate you. So like, last season, I think the last 3 seasons we lost in the semifinal. So we haven't made it to the final. I need to win an indoor championship.
Yeah.
That's still my motivation. Like, and consequently, I'm still keeping myself fit, keeping myself healthy. So it's a trade-off, like me preparing properly is a win-win for myself, win-win for the team. And again, I'm trying to win a championship. That's my motivation still, but still getting better as a player. Still working on my skills. Still working on my composure. You know what I'm saying? Not getting too high, too low. But at the end of the day, I want to be. I still want to try to be one of the best to ever play out the city. That's what it
is. Yeah. Okay, I feel that. As far as being able to do something you love and it being and you playing for the hometown team, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You playing for Milwaukee Wave. How is that for you? You know what I'm saying? I gotta say, real respect. That's like playing for the Bucks and you from Milwaukee,
right? So
like a lot of people don't get that opportunity. So just being able to play pro in your city, how is that for you?
No, it's crazy. Yeah, 100%. So I actually started my indoor career here about 3 seasons when I was in outdoor still. Then I went away. I played in Iowa, St. Louis, Ontario, California for indoor. Mm-hmm. So yeah, to come back here, I always wanted to finish my indoor career here, but playing in front of friends and family is special. It's not like there's no really. It's hard to put into words, and it's not like definitely not like playing for any other city. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, but. Winters suck, but
yeah.
But like I said, being in front of friends and family and the town we grew up in.
Thanks. Okay, man. Yeah, and too, I gotta check out a game this year. Yeah. I gotta catch a game for sure, bro.
I got you tickets whenever.
Yeah, because I most definitely remember, growing up catching some Wave games. Yeah. So I most definitely want to tap in with that, man.
I never used to go growing up.
You didn't? You ain't never catch? You ain't never catch like no Admiral games either? Nah, bro. Yeah, I caught a couple of those. Yeah, Buzz game. All this used to be up at the Bradley Center or at the US7. But yeah. They used to have that, man. Yeah, shout out to the Wave, man. That's some childhood memories for real, man. As far as just recently, you just made the Hall of Fame of all the Tulsa East. As far as on sports, and did they include the whole state championship team or just you as an individual?
No, I think they will do that down the line. Put the whole team in. But, it was just me.
Yeah, but what an accomplishment is that, man? That's a great accomplishment. So just give me, man, talk your shit a little bit how that was, man, for you. Because most people ain't about to just make the Hall of Fame at their school, man. Tulsa one of them schools for real, man. Yeah, let me put it out here.
No, it's special though, because it's you're getting recognized.
Here, man. It's major, y'all ain't gonna lie, man.
Just getting your flowers, while you're still here is cool. There's a lot of big time athletes there, to celebrate.
Yeah, we went through a couple.
Devin Harris, everybody came out. So it's just one of those things. Like I always try to keep legacy in the back of my mind. Like Hall of Fame is kind of the furthest you can go for that, you know what I'm saying? But then it turns into giving back, I think, at that point with the coaching and stuff like that. But, to be recognized like that is special.
Yeah, that's major, bro. Yeah, congratulations to you, too, on that, man.
Thanks.
Because a lot of people don't, especially coming from the city, man, everybody don't get that kind of accomplishment. I don't even know one other person that got indicted into the high school Hall of Fame. So, man. Shout out to you, man. You
Thanks.
deserve it, man. Get your flowers on that. One of all toast is the best, man. Speaking on right now, man, you training, you working with the kid. You spoke on it a little bit earlier. The Wall Skill Academy.
Yeah.
So give me a little breakdown how you came up with that and what you want to give to the youth when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, so it's, individualized training for soccer. Soccer specific, but kind of like I talked about before, just kind of the mental aspect and how that translates into a healthier life, a better life, just from a mental well-being standpoint. And I think there's a lot of positives from sports in general to help kids be healthier. You know what I mean? Even if they're in a tough situation, like, so yeah, I tap into a lot of that. Probably 35, 40 clients right now, but like I was telling you before, I want to do something with inner city kids where I'm teaching them soccer. And you never know what's going to spark a kid to be inspired to play. So, and like we were talking about earlier, it's another opportunity for them, for a scholarship or, to better themselves.
Yeah. Facts, man. And I love you doing that. Anybody, I know we get a lot of trainers on here as far as on the basketball side, but that's why I'm glad we got you on. I'm really feel like you can introduce to the city, especially being on this platform. You can really introduce a whole new lane to the city that we need because, hey, and that's another thing I want to get on when you come back. We can talk about just how the city is, the inner city, and like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like giving them the bad rep all the time, but we got a lot going on with these kids out here. You know what I'm saying? So any kind of way they can get, any kind of lane that they can fit in besides the lane that they in.
100%.
Yeah, we need to get it out there to them.
I agree.
Most definitely. So I love you as a leader in that aspect, and shoot, that's what we need out here for sure.
Yeah, no, there's been people that have done it, like I was telling you about Jimmy Banks. He had the Simba Lions. They're doing a lot of good stuff in the community still. But yeah, it can never be too much. You know what I mean? I feel like I could do my part with that. Sure.
Yeah. And before we get up out of here, man, you blessed me. You brought some great memorabilia today. Can you pick up some of the jerseys and give me a little background on some of these jerseys that you got?
Yeah. First of all, I brought you some.
Oh, okay. Let me see the bobblehead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's get it. Tony, I didn't know you had one of these Tony Wall's bobblehead. Oh, that's hard, bro. I appreciate that, dog.
From 10 years ago now.
I'm keeping this. I'm gonna have to get it signed too, bro. I fuck with that. Damn, this hard, man.
Yeah, no, I brought a couple jerseys. This was from the TST soccer tournament. It's like, the TBT for basketball.
Oh, okay.
They did one for soccer, like $1 million tournament.
Oh, that's decent.
Ended up winning the first year, so that was cool. This is my first ever, FC Milwaukee jersey, from the city, number 20. That's where it all started. So, a couple of state championships. This is from St. Louis, USL, St. Louis FC. My home away from home. Pittsburgh jersey, number 20 as always. Chicago, where I first got drafted and signed my first pro contract.
Yeah.
This is a throwback wave jersey. I had to grab one of these.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. This is from the TST tournament this year. I was with Sneaky Fox out of Chicago.
Okay.
A couple MLS legends, like Mike McGee. Mike McGee has a vodka called Sneaky Fox down in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to them. Jay DeMeritt. Jay DeMeritt's like a Wisconsin legend for soccer. He I think he might have played in the World Cup or two, but he was with the national team for a while.
Oh, wow, okay.
Green Bay, yeah, he's a cool dude. This is my first ever wave jersey.
That's your first wave?
Yeah, my rookie year. I was number 15 because my sister Cara was number 15.
Oh, bro. Okay.
At Madison.
Yeah.
Going to the Madison Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations to her, too.
This is from the year we won it in TST, Newtown Pride. This is Rochester, USL. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's hard. What's the significance on number 20?
So, I mean, really, it was the last number that was left when I was like 12 and I joined FC Milwaukee. So me and my sisters kind of took it and ran with it. So we were just always number 20. So.
Also, it's a family thing now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that make it even more special.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bet, man. All right, too, man. Hey, big shout out to you, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Before you get up out of here, any shout outs you want to give? And, like, again, shout out to Wall Academy, you know what I'm saying? Skills Academy. Want to give any more info on that? But, yeah, any shout outs you want to give?
No, yeah, Wall Skills Academy. If you want to check that out, it's a website. See if you're interested in booking a session. It's my family, of course. Everyone who's helped me along the way. People at FC Wisconsin, the club I coach at now. Just everyone around the city, man. Like I was saying before, more collaboration, less competition. You know, I think at the top, people are collaborating. Bigger cities, people are collaborating. I think that goes further than the competition was turned. Well, then it turns into hating and all that.
Yep.
Shout out to you, man, for having me on.
Yeah, always. Hey, like I said, this
content for the city.
Yeah, man, this full circle, man. We go back since the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Elementary school.
Since the 90s.
Yeah, I know time moving, man. Time moving. So it's a blessing, man. Like I said, I'm real honored to have you on, man. Likewise. So anytime, like I said, we chopped it up, we're going to be able to talk about more of this stuff next time and stuff.
But whenever, man.
Man, big shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, man.
All the wave games. If you check out a wave game, man, let me know.
Yeah, most definitely. When do the season start for the people?
It's like November to May, around there. So through the winter.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna say I'm trying. I'm getting my vlog game together. So I'm most definitely got to catch a wave game. You know what I'm saying? Catch you beforehand, some little background. So yeah, we're gonna get that together, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man. My boy, man, Tony Wall's in the building, man. Big shout out to you, bro. This is Johnny BTV, y'all. Love.